Welcome back, campers. Today is our last review day. Okay, so today is all about fractions. I know you all love fractions, but fractions is a lot of information. So I'm going to spend today reviewing everything that you've learned about fractions. And remember, I told you I would continue our notes just in case you're writing notes and you want to continue. So some notes I'm not going to write, some I'll write, some I'll just say just to remind you. A fraction has a numerator and a denominator. Okay, it's written A over B. Okay, a fraction can be expressed as a word, well, as an A over B form. So for example, if I put 1/3, it could be expressed as a visual picture. Take that whole, split it into 3, and I'm shading 1/3, or it can be expressed in word format. 1/3. Okay, so that was our fraction as written numerator over denominator, as a visual, and as in word format. So now I'm going to express the same fraction on a number line. Okay, if you remember, we did number lines. So let's say this is my number line. We have 0 and 1, and then in between here, 2 tick marks there. And you want to express 1/3. So remember, I told you, how do you identify what fraction is being represented on a number line? You hop from 0 to 1. And how many hops was that? 3. So that means this number line is in thirds. Now, if I want to express 1/3, I would just simply shade 1 hop. So this right here would be 1/3. If I hop twice, guess what? This is 2/3. If I hop 3 times, this is 3/3, which is the next thing that brings me to 3/3 is a fraction that is equivalent to 1 whole. So writing fractions as whole numbers is something we also reviewed. So let's say if I had the fraction 6/2, 6 over 2, 6/2. 6 is greater than 2. Okay, so that's called an improper fraction. How many times can 6 go into 2? You can break it apart. How many sets of 2's can you make to get 6? Or you can ask yourself, 6 divided by 2, because fractions are also interpreted as division problem, which is 3 wholes. So now we have fractions, numerator, denominator, visuals, word, number line, expressed as a whole. Lastly, I'm going to review for some of you, not everybody, fractions, comparing fractions. Okay, so let's say you have the fraction 4/8 compared, and remember, you can have a circle or it could be a square, really doesn't matter, to 3/7. Remember, this is where that butterfly method can be used to compare fractions. How? You start with your numerator on the left, multiply 4 times 7, 28. 3 times 8, 24. Now look at these two numbers. 28 is what compared to 24? 28 is greater than. So then 4/8 is greater than 3/7. So we just reviewed fractions, writing them numerator as denominator, A over B form, visuals, word form, number line form. Don't forget to hop from one whole number to the next whole number, or 0 to 1, or you can go from 1 to 2 if it was another whole number there. Writing fractions as whole numbers if they're improper fractions, and lastly, comparing fractions. Hopefully you all do super great tomorrow. I'm going to be there to encourage you, and don't forget, campers, believe in yourself.